Hi everyone, welcome to Unacademy NEET English. I'm your biology educator Ambika Sharma, and today I'm going to talk about the strategy to score 360 out of 360 marks in biology. So before starting it, please have a look. Opportunity doesn't happen, you need to create them. If you are thinking, right bache, that all of a sudden without any hard work, right, you will just sit, you will just think and you will crack your NEET examination, I'm sorry, this is not going to happen. You have to work hard, you have to make a plan, because still we have time. Rather than watching the videos at the end that how to crack the NEET examination in last 6 months, in last 3 months, in last 2 months, right, the easy way to go to the AIMS Delhi, to the AFMC Pune, to the JIPMER in last 3 months, 4 months is not going to help you. And if you people will start now, and no one can stop you to crack your NEET exam, and no one can stop you to go to the dream medical college. Okay students, so in this video I am going to share the strategy to score 360 out of 360 in biology. So make sure you watch it till the end, and yes, do like, share and subscribe our channel. So guys, first of all, when we talk about the biology, we know that botany and zoology portion is there, right bache, botany and zoology portion is there. So biology, it makes 50% of the syllabus. So when you talk about the botany part in the section A, you have to attempt 35 questions. So these 35 questions, they are the mandatory questions. You are not going to get any choice here. Okay, if you don't know the answer, you can leave the question, right? But it is not like that out of 35 you have to attempt 30. All the 35 questions are important. Now in section B, you have to attempt 10 questions, but 15 questions are given. So basically you guys are having a choice. This is for the botany and same is for the zoology, right? So from complete biology, you have to attempt 90 questions, right? What you need to attempt? You need to attempt 90 questions, and total 100 questions are given in your paper. Now what should be your target score? You have to target 360 marks. Why? Because in the NEET examination, I believe if you want a very good government medical college, then you cannot think of scoring less than 320 marks, right? You have to score above 320. From 320, like from 320 plus to 360 marks, that is considered as your safe score. If you will score very good in the biology, definitely you will be the part of that merit, because in physics and chemistry, sometimes, you know, some students, they can make blunders, right? No doubt, it's not very, difficult to score 180 out of 180 in physics and chemistry, but it is not, but comparatively, I believe it is very easy for you students to score 360 out of 360. Because I have seen that when we talk about the students of physics, chemistry and biology, some students, they struggle in physics or in chemistry. So if you are a NEET aspirant, so we believe, we assume that your biology is that strong portion, and if it is not, yes, you have to work hard to make it. This is the first thing. I hope that basics are clear to you, right? So your safe score is above 320. So this is what you need to keep in your mind. Now the generally asked questions by students: what to read, how to read, how to make notes, how to remember examples, right? How to read basically, right? So one thing, what to read is, you all know the answer, and that is NCERT, right? We have to read this book, and from last 5 years, if I talk about the last 5 years, right? So all the 90 questions, they are coming from the NCERT only. Now you do not even get 2 to 3 questions beyond NCERT. Everything is from the NCERT. So yes, we need to study the NCERT. Yes, there are some institutions, right? Even we also say that we are going to provide you the study material. In that study material, basically NCERT will be more elaborated. So guys, if you are thinking to read something where extra things are given, right, beyond NCERT, then I think you should avoid it. If you want to score 360 out of 360, your NCERT is more than sufficient. And I'll tell you, and obviously we all know that NCERT is the most important book, but still we are not able to score 360 out of 360. I'll tell you the reason as well. So to answer your first question, what to read? Yes, NCERT, right? How to read and everything, let's discuss that. Now before starting it further, I'll tell you the kind of questions, right? That's how I'm going to start this particular thing today. What kind of questions they come in your paper? So this is obviously from 2024, right? So one kind of question is this, right, where they will give you one list, they will give you second list. So here you can see they are asking you common cold, it is caused by like this, right? So this kind of question, list 1, list 2, even if you will check the paper of 2023, you will get such question. Next category is statement based question. Now if you have to answer statement based question, your concept should be very strong. Now next type of question, again as I said, list 1, list 2, right? The kind of match the column kind of questions, and this is kind of flow chart, okay, right? It is from the hormone part, it is a kind of flow chart. Now next is diagram based question. They have given you one diagram, and then on the basis of that you need to answer the question. Then assertion and reason kind of question, right? Then again list 1, list 2 kind of question, which can come from the tables of NCERT. I'll cater everything, okay? And here you guys can again see assertion and reason type of question. This, you know, this is from pedigree analysis, kind of diagram based question. You can consider it like this, okay? So that type of questions are going to come in your biology. So one thing is very clear, what we need to study, we need to study the NCERT, and we have to follow a syllabus. Sometimes we are so interested in our subject, right, that we start reading about it a lot. That's very good thing. So if you want to be a teacher, can continue that. But students, I'll suggest one thing, if you are focused enough to crack a particular examination, so this is my suggestion for you all, that please my dear students, be very specific. Your preparation should be directional, right? Let's watch this video till the end, students. You don't need to watch anything other than that, because I will cover all the points, I will cover all the doubts, right? I should you know, say it in the starting, but right now I'm telling you this thing, that this video is for class 11 students. This video is for those who are thinking to start their NEET preparation. Even if you are in class 12, this video is very helpful for you. So please make sure you are watching it properly. Now, when it comes to the syllabus, you know that last year there was a very, a hustle was there, that which NCERT we should read, new, yeah, old, yeah, what kind of changes are there, the changes in new NCERT, the changes in old NCERT, such type of videos, they were trending. You know it very well. Now, let me answer this question, bache. You have to follow a syllabus, right? It is the official syllabus. I have already shared the PDF in our official Telegram group, that is Unacademy NEET English. So there is a syllabus that you need to follow. Okay, there is a syllabus. In the paper, the entire biology is going to come. They are not going to specify class 11th and 12th, but right, still I'll tell you that we believe that from class 11th, if you will check the paper, near about 51% paper is from class 11th and 49% paper is from class 12th, right? So class 11th is very, very, very important. Class 12th is also important. Somewhere you can say 50-50, but class 11th is going to give you a base, and class 11th is quite lengthy. So if you will check the official syllabus now, right, if you will check the official syllabus, you should download it, right? At least take 2 printouts of your official syllabus. This is my advice. 2 printouts, right? For the physics, for the chemistry, for the biology, at least 2 printouts. I'll tell you why. Because you know, in first printout you are going to scribble, or you are going to do something and you are going to ruin it. So that is why I'm advising, take 2 printouts. Now, right, new or old, let me clarify this, guys. Right now, if you will go to buy the NCERT, you are going to get the new NCERT, right? Right now, the debate is not on new or old NCERT. Right now, the thing is, this is the syllabus that you have to cover, because bache, there are some topics which are given in our syllabus, but they are not in new NCERT, and in that case, you have to follow old NCERT, means last to last year edition. So you can go, you can buy new NCERT and you can download the PDF of old NCERT, or even in the market still you will get old NCERT, get both the books. They are not so expensive. So I'll suggest you people at least buy 2 copies of class 11th NCERT, 2 copies of class 12th NCERT if you are a dropper, right? If you are a dropper, I'll tell you why, right? Right, bache? So I am saying, I'm suggesting you to buy 2 books, yeah, 2 copies of class 11th, right? 2 copies of class 11th and 12th NCERT. So if you are in class 11th or in 12th, then you can buy only 1. But if you are a dropper, then you should buy 2 copies. I'll tell you why. Because obviously, if you are a dropper, you have studied last year, you have highlighted the thing. Now you have to start from the beginning. And after 6 months, right? In one NCERT, you will read it, you will complete your syllabus, whatever you want to highlight, whatever you want to do it. And for the revision, again, you will start with your new book. I'll tell you the logic behind it as well. Okay? Now, this is the syllabus. You have to take the printout of it. Whenever you are reading any chapter, you have to make sure whatever subtopics are given there in this particular syllabus, you are completing it, right bache? So the common chapters, let's say living word is there in old and new NCERT, pick up the new NCERT first, right? And whatever is given there, complete it from that. Now I'll give you one more example. See, structural organization in animal. So in structural organization in animal, when you talk about the animal tissue, it is the part of our syllabus, but it is not in new NCERT. Then go for the old NCERT, right? Then go for the old NCERT. So that is how you have to read it. So basically you have to follow this syllabus. You should take a printout of the syllabus. Okay, whenever you are reading any chapter, make sure you are completing that chapter according to your syllabus, right? So NCERT, we have to study NCERT. Then what we need to do, we need to complete this syllabus, right bache? Should we go for any other, you know, a reference book or something? So I will say no. Let me tell you why. See, this is your syllabus. I'll share the PDF of this lecture as well. Now, why only NCERT? Because paper is going to come from it. Let's say if you are reading any of the reference book, okay, it will be of no use for you. Rather than read your NCERT 2 to 3 times. If you are thinking that I will read cell chapter from one teacher, then to another, then from another, rather than read that chapter from one teacher and revise it 10 times. Revise it 10 times. Are you getting my point? So here in this particular examination, it is not just about your knowledge, it's about how do you apply that knowledge. Are you able to recall the things in your exam? Are you able to answer the questions correctly? Are you able to understand the concept? Things are, you have to prepare accordingly. If you are thinking that I will, you know, read from all the chapters, right, whosoever is teaching on YouTube, I will watch their lecture, then I will make notes. No, it is not going to help you. Whatever you are preparing, it should be, whatever you are, you know, studying, it should be as per NCERT. Okay, so one thing is the class notes. Let me tell you what is this. Yes, you have to listen to your teacher first. Select your panel wisely. Select your teachers wisely. They should cover the NCERT. They should make the NCERT easy for you. Right after watching that lecture, right, let's say you are studying online. After watching that lecture, yes, you should make the notes. And if you are thinking how, right, obviously running notes will also help student, whatever you are understanding, right? Whatever you are understanding, your teachers are teaching you, whatever you are understanding, as per that make the running notes, right? This is one advice from my side. Let's say you know that today your ma'am is going to start structural organization in animals, right? So before that, try to read the NCERT. You are going to find it boring. You must be thinking that, yeah, it's such an easy book. Why do they say that we have to read NCERT? But it is your reality. Okay, knowing it that paper is going to come from NCERT, still students are not able to score 360 out of 360, means we are missing something. And after watching this video, that is what you need to work. Okay, so as I said, try to read that chapter before. No need to highlight anything, no need to do anything, just try to read it, right? Normally, like this, okay, like this. Then attend the class. Make the notes. Obviously in this class your teacher is going to tell you that what are the PYQs, like previous year questions, right? What kind of question can come, your teacher is going to tell you. After it, read NCERT. After it, read NCERT. Do not highlight anything. Come to this part. After the class, make the notes. Read NCERT, read that chapter, but do not highlight anything in your first go, even if you are a dropper. Okay, even if you are a dropper, okay, fine, you know a lot of things because you have prepared, right, last year also. But still, I will suggest you that please be clear that, okay, now I'm going to start from zero. I'm going to start from scratch. So I have to change my ways, right, bache, so that I can score 360 out of 360. So this is my first advice, that when you read the chapter, do not highlight anything, right? After reading that chapter, check the PYQs. Let's say I have studied Animal Kingdom, I can see that what kind of questions are they asking. So I will, because I have completed that chapter, and while reading NCERT, make sure you are not listening to, you know, music. If it helps you to read, then fine. Otherwise, do not distract yourself. Do not take it as a task. Okay, fine, it is a rule, right? Ambika ma'am was telling it. So let's sit with our family and let's read the NCERT. No, you have to sit in an isolated room. You have to be very focused and attentive while reading that NCERT. So after that, check the previous year question. If you have any book, very good. very good. You should have books. Okay, right? Other than NCERT, you need to buy the books where PYQs are given. You can go for any of the publication, MTG fingertips, whatever it is, you can go for that. It should have previous year questions. At least last 10 to 15 years papers should be there in that book. Check that PYQs. Now, you have studied that chapter. Try to just check that PYQ. Try to solve them normally. If you are able to answer, means you are getting something. Do not expect that in first go. If you are studying that chapter for the first time, do not expect that in first go you will be able to retain everything. Of course not. It is not going to happen. Give yourself some time. Do not, right, overestimate, right? Do not give, do not basically overburden yourself, right? Do not overburden yourself. This is what I want to tell you. Then check the PYQs. Try to answer the question. Okay. Now, after that, read NCERT again. Yes, you have to give that much of time. See students, I believe you are watching this video somewhere on 16th of May. Okay? Your exam, as per me, if you will ask me, your expected exam date is 4th May. If you will ask me, your expected exam date is 4th May. I won't say that you are having the 1 year, but theek hai, roughly. Let's say you are going to waste the entire May month, but at least you are having 11 months. So 11 months are sufficient enough to do that. Even while reading physics, chemistry and biology, right? So after reading it, after checking that PYQs, try to just solve it, right? Read again and now highlight the NCERT, because now you will understand something. As per that PYQs, try to highlight the NCERT and don't be like that you will highlight the complete NCERT. No. First of all, buy 2 to 3 highlighters. Now I'll give you the demo. Let's say this is your NCERT. Just a minute, guys. Okay. Okay. Yes. So have a look. This is your NCERT, right? Let's say I'm reading my NCERT. Okay, so I'm reading something, right? So I am thinking that, like, they have mentioned deoxyribo and ribonucleic acid. If you know the definition, fine, otherwise highlight it. Okay, otherwise highlight it. Now they are saying DNA act as a genetic material in most of the organism. RNA also act as genetic material in some viruses, mostly function as messenger. So now they have mentioned this thing, some viruses, means my MCQ can come from this part. So obviously this is not the right way to read the NCERT. This is not the right way to highlight the NCERT. Rather, highlight these lines because you consider them as important. Okay, right? Just here it is given that RNA is acting as a genetic material in some viruses. Highlight that. Functions of RNA में messenger, adapter, structural, and in some cases catalytic. Highlight these things. These are the important lines. These are the things that should be there in your mind, right? Now let's move to the next part. Okay, let's say I'm starting with this particular paragraph. Okay, so obviously if you have attended your class, your teacher is going to tell you what is important, right? Then also after that you will read NCERT without highlighting it. Now after that you have checked the PYQs, so now you know what kind of questions can come. Now while reading the NCERT for the second time, yes, you have to highlight it ki DNA. Here it is given a DNA. So DNA, length of DNA is defined as number of nucleotides. Highlighted, because yes, from this statement question can come, and even in previous year paper the question was there. Okay, now even in previous year question they have asked the question from bacteriophage, known as this has these much of nucleotides. So you can use one highlighter for highlighting. You can use one highlighter for highlighting the points, the statements which are asked in the previous year questions. Okay, and if something has, if let's say from one statement they have asked the question many times, because if you have that book now, you can check last 5 to 10 years ke paper of that particular topic. Accordingly, you will be able to know that, okay, from this type of statement they are asking questions many times, so you can put a star. You can put a star, students. And even in your notebook, wherever you are making the notes now, use these symbols कि I am using star to highlight the statements which they have asked many times. ठीक है, I am using cross to highlight the statements where I am making the mistake. This is what you can do. Okay, this is what you can do. And trust me, right now you must be thinking that ma'am, it is very complicated, but trust me, for long run it is going to be very helpful for you, right? Like let's say from this statement they ask the question repeatedly, so here I mark 2 stars. Okay, that is how you have to study. Okay, this is the one way. Now as I said, you are reading NCERT, you are revising. Guys, it should be your tendency that you should give weekly test. If you are in a good coaching, definitely they will give you weekly test. If not, right, not weekly, at least after 15 days, you should definitely give the test. Many times students ask that how many mock tests should we give. I'm telling you directly, make it a habit. At least after 15 days, you should give the test. After 15 days, you should give the test. So after that test, let's say this chapter, right, in your test, this chapter was there in your test, right, you made mistakes, right, so use the another highlighter. Right, use the another highlighter to highlight that mistakes. Okay, so one highlighter is to highlight whatever you are reading from the NCERT, right, as per the PYQs, whatever you are understanding from the NCERT, one highlighter you should use for that, and from and you should use another highlighter to highlight the statement where you were making the mistake in the test. So for biology, I will not suggest you to make any extra error notebook. In the biology itself, you can do it. Keep one pencil with you always. Wherever you get statements like always, wherever in the NCERT they mention कि always, in DNA always you will see this, in RNA always you will see this, highlight that word with that pencil. Highlight that word with that pencil. Wherever in NCERT they have given word dorsal, ventral, highlight that words. Highlight that words with that pencil, right? Wherever in the NCERT they have given the words like hence, they have given the words like because. These are the words, these are the statements from where. See, from always part, they can ask you true and false statements. Dorsal ventral, again, they can ask you the statements where they can change one word. So obviously they can ask you true and false kind of statements. Wherever hence and because is given, they can make assertion and reason type of questions, right? And majorly you make mistake in such type of question in your biology paper. So this is what you need to highlight with the pencil. So while reading the NCERT, now your NCERT, it will look like this. So now there is no need to read each and every word. You will be like, DNA is a long polymer, length of DNA is defined as number of nucleotides, right? Or a bacteriophage known as 5174 has 5386 nucleotide, bacteriophage lambda has 48502 base pair, like this. Finished, right? So whenever you will see the highlighter, another highlighter, you will be able to recall it. Here I'm making a lot of mistakes, so I need to revise it like this. So this is my advice, students, read your book like this, right? Read your book like this. One more example I would like to give you. Now, even in NCERT, do not miss these tables. Do not miss the tables. Do not miss the description of the diagrams. Do not miss the diagram. Sometimes you get the question directly from these structures. So you are not allowed to miss it. You have to highlight it. So see, from this table, many times they ask the question from this table. I'll give you a very recent example here, right? I'll give you a very recent example here from NEET 2024 paper. So here you guys can see. Yes, students, here you people can see that this question, this GLUT4 and all, this is directly from this table. So yes, even tables are equally important. If I talk about the scientist description as of now, focus on completing your syllabus. In the month of November, you can, if your syllabus is done, then you can start reading about that scientist. Then you can make a notebook where you can mention the years and their discovery. I'll provide you the notes there, right? No need to bother about it. I will provide you that notes. Not now, but later. Because, right, initially you just need to understand your concept. You just need to complete your syllabus. So see, and even wherever diagram is given, please do not miss the diagram. Kindly do not miss the diagram. Right. So diagram based questions are also important. They'll give you the diagram and on the basis of that they can ask you many questions. And do not forget to read this description, because there are some things which are given in description only, not in the text. So that is how you have to read the NCERT. Okay, that is how you have to read the NCERT. Right, bache? So now after it, let's move to the next part. Okay, so read NCERT, as I said, give weekly or 15 days. After 15 days or after a week, you should give the test, and instead of making error notebooks, highlight your errors in the NCERT itself. And trust me, it's a long process, but it will be very, very, very important. Now, the second problem that students face is revision. How to revise, ma'am? How to revise? Because in biology, so many things are given, so students are like, ma'am, we are not able to retain it for a longer time, right? So for the revision, yes, you have to follow, you have to revise from your short notes. With the class, you can make running notes. Let's say even if you have the habit ki nahi ma'am, we are not able to make the running notes, we like to make the notes after reading the NCERT. So whatever you have highlighted in NCERT, that are the PYQ statements, you can write down that PYQ statement in your notes, but in a very crispy way. No need to write the bacteriophage has, simple, bacteriophage, this name, that number of base pair. DNA, that is how you can check the length. That is how you can make the short notes. Start practicing it if you are in class 11th, and if you are a dropper, if you don't know it, now try this way. Okay, bache? So short notes should be there. Do not follow any, even if your seniors, they have cracked the NEET examination, please do not follow their notes. You should make your own notes. Then highlights, right? So while revising, go for your short notes, NCERT highlights, and solve the PYQ. This is the perfect way to solve the, perfect way to revise a chapter. Now, I'll give you one example. I'll give you one example from Phoenix 2.0. If you have joined this batch, then you will experience it by your own. If not, then in the video itself, there is a, in the description box of video, there is a link. Click on that link, students, and be the part of that batch. You can use the coupon code Ambika10, and that batch is going to be amazing. I'll tell you in a minute. So let's say from 20th May to 23rd May, we'll be finishing one chapter. Let's say in 3 days, in 3 classes. One chapter is done. Of course, you will get my handwritten PDF. You will make the notes with the class itself. I'll highlight the term and I'll mention it ki yes, you have to include it in your notes. That type of statements will act as your short notes. Now, when it comes to the revision, here in this batch, you are getting the PYQs. Okay, you are going to get the PYQs, a special class for that PYQs, plus there will be the marathon session. So in that marathon session, you will revise that entire chapter. Let's say I've finished that chapter in 3 classes. In one class, in somewhere in 3 hours, you will finish that chapter once again. So obviously that will help you for the long-term retention. Now, habit plays a very important role. From the starting itself, this is what you have to do. You have to make a habit that after 15 days, whether you have backlogs or not, after 15 days, make it a habit that you are going to revise whatever you have completed in that 15 days for 1 hour. This is for the biology. You have to give 1 hour to biology, 1 hour to chemistry, 1 hour to physics, right, bache? So give that 1 hour, and whatever you have completed in that 15 days, just pick up the short notes and revise it. Make it a habit, right? Let's say after in 15 days, you have finished 3 chapters. In that 1 hour, just revise that 3 chapters from your short notes. Sometimes students, they ask me that, ma'am, it takes a lot of time to read from the NCERT. That is why, bache, highlights are there, na? And same highlights you will get in our batch also. In our batch also, we will highlight the NCERT. One thing. Secondly, bache, summary. Right, if you are in hurry, you don't have much time and you have more number of chapters to revise, just read the summary of that chapter. It will give you an idea. This is a kind of active recall for you. And do not forget to practice the PYQs from the starting, and these are the 3 ways to revise as well. So please promise me, this is what I want in the chat section, that yes ma'am, we will make it a habit to read every chapter, to revise every chapter after 15 days, right? This is what you have to tell me, right? This is what you have to tell me. So I hope you find this video useful. If this video is useful, do not forget to comment in the comment section, bache. And if you are the part of Phoenix 2.0 batch, very good. If you are not the part of Phoenix 2.0 batch, let me tell you why Phoenix 2.0. Because here, very first thing, that panel of your teachers, it is amazing, right? Right, all are experienced. Right, we have started our journey many years back. We have produced ranks. Our students are in top medical colleges. Okay, so we know what to provide, we know what to avoid. This is the first thing. Secondly, when it comes to the content quality, just check our YouTube videos, just check our last year series. You'll be amazed to see the level of dedication we have and the content you will get on YouTube itself, free of cost. Then, when it comes to the revision, proper lectures and everything will be there. That is not, ma'am, something new. Other batches are also doing it. What extra? Here in this batch, there will be a dedicated PYQ practice session after the completion of each chapter, where last 5-year PYQs will be practiced. There will be a doubt session as per your choice. Then there will be a marathon after the completion of chapter, and there will be the weekly test. right? There will be the weekly test. So if after completing one chapter you will pass from 4 rounds of revision, then obviously you are going to retain it. You want it or not, you have to retain that chapter, right? We are going to complete your syllabus in 6 to 7 months, students, and after that we are not going to say bye bye to you. There will be the revision till NEET 2025. That is why this Phoenix 2.0 batch is important. And yes, the first 700 learners are going to get one-on-one mentorship. So we are also going to take care of your mental health. You will get our personal number, you will be in our touch, right? You can share your problems, you can discuss the things, and there will be the sessions after every 15 days to motivate you, to know your mental well-being and to know how are you preparing. So this is the kind of care you are going to get in this batch. So everything is amazing. Be the part of that batch, and in the description box itself there is a link. So stay tuned, guys, and I want everyone to comment in the comment section that yes, we will make it a habit, right? Hashtag habit 15 days. So take care. Bye bye. All the best. Thank you so much, guys.